James is the greatest player in the NBA and trying to set himself up to have the decision 2.0. I think this season and this impending free agency decision is going to bring out the best in Kevin Durant. We're going to see him play at an MVP level again.
Well, I think Durant's always tried to supplant LeBron James. LeBron's just not taking the crown off as easily as desired. Think about it. Years ago, when he was in OKC, talking about I'm tired of being number 2. That was always the quest to try and get LeBron and to move to Golden State and the championship run and the 2 MVPs in the finals. That's been his mission. But I'm with Joe Lacob. I'm not worried. I'm not stressing because he's been on 1-year deal since he's been here. Nothing's changed in our environment. As a matter of fact, this is a good thing for us because now we have a Boogie Cousins on our team. And 2 years ago when we had David West, this team was more engaged. Last year, they even said it. We didn't have much to play for in terms of the normal regular season because everything was already as is. We just went out there ready for pay time, money time. So I think this is going to make them more engaged through the regular season.
Never said, though, that he was going to test free agency. He's put a little pressure on himself. How do we think he's going to handle it?
I mean, history shows us that everybody takes a step back to keep this team together, to keep this train rolling. I don't think Durant will make a different decision. I think when it's time, he'll make a decision to stay there. These guys been winning. They've been winning championships. He's a 2-time Finals MVP. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think they'll figure a way how to keep it together.
I think it's a distraction. And I think it's a distraction because he won't declare what it's going to be. If you want to hit free agency and you want to put this behind you like Kyrie did, Kyrie came out and said, I'm coming back. Don't worry about anything. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure the money out. But both people, Clay and Steph, have said, I want to find out what my value is on the market. And that is a distraction because the whispers create dissension, and it's just going to keep snowballing, just keep asking and asking. Everybody's going to be thinking about it at the back of their mind. It's going to be a subconscious little nag the whole year for their team because they know the pressure of this thing may break up. And the may breaking up is going to be a small distraction.
Well, isn't that different? Like, okay, so LeBron, I can see how that really hamstrung their organization.
It did for the Cavs last year.
You couldn't make the moves you desired because no superstar said, I'm going there for LeBron to depart. And internally, what are we supposed to think? Do we have plan A with LeBron, plan B without LeBron? But it seems like Golden State's in a different place. Like, everyone wants to know their value, but everyone feels more valuable staying put. And that's what the history has shown us of recent times.
The people that could be out of this, you can't really replace. Clay and KD, what's the replacements on the market? Because the management is going to have to say, you know what, what's our plan B and what's our plan A? Plan A is to keep them. Plan B if they decide
You're not going to lose both of them.
But if you lose one, how do you replace Clay? Jimmy Butler may be there. Kawhi may be there. I don't know if one of those two would want to go there and do that. But you can't really replace Clay as a two-way defender, a super efficient shooter, second best shooter in the game, third best shooter in the game. You can't replace him. And KD, you can't replace the best scorer in our game. So the plan B is going to be tough because the market is going to be different because guys are going to try to find their own home and not jump on that Golden State Warriors.
If I had to take a player out and leave KD and Steph and just put guys around them too, you got a great chance. So just in case Clay left, it wouldn't be bad. They still can win championships without Clay.
You think so?
I know so.
I think
but you still got 2 MVPs.
I think
the MVPs are still there.
You're absolutely correct. But the guy who doesn't get enough credit is the guy who takes on all the defensive challenges. And
what did Boogie say?
He takes
Draymond is the defensive.
But the best part about them is they got 3 lockdown defenders. They got Clay, who's probably the best in the game right now, one of the top best. Iggy, who doesn't get all the credit, and Draymond, who can guard the bigs and switch on everything. Their ability to switch is what makes them dangerous. And you take one defender out of that, it takes a chink out of their armor, and it's going to be tough.
I want to circle back to y'all seem to be discounting the fact that Kevin Durant has shown to have the thinnest skin perhaps in professional sports. And he's now created a drama and a conversation around himself that's going to go on all year. We've seen LeBron James handle that. LeBron is built differently than Kevin Durant. And so I'm saying I think Kevin Durant's going to handle it, but I think he's going to handle it by being more about Kevin Durant this season. I think he's going to play a little differently, a bit more selfishly this season. I think that's going to help him, but I think it's going to hurt the team.
Is it sensitive or is it the term that we use is that he got time? He got time to respond to everybody. I don't think it's sensitive. I just think anytime a celebrity or somebody of that caliber takes the time to respond to idiots and egg avatar people, then he's being sensitive. Yeah. No, he just got time today.
He's highly
and that's all it is.
I'm glad you said that.
That's all that is.
Because you know what's crazy? All right, so the reverse of that is when people walk up to you and they just have a normal conversation, you're waiting in line at the post office, wherever it be, and they leave and they think this is a compliment. You're so down to earth.
Right.
What the hell you expect? like if I cut, I bleed too. And you want to keep going? Like,
exactly.
It's amazing they flip that on you. And then Kevin Durant is just like, you can't shoot at me without me having target practice back.
Exactly.
And it's not going to be fair because I'm shooting from up high and I'm punching down. But I'm sensitive. No, do better in yours, and you won't take it so that way. So
exactly.
I'm with you, man. I'm tired of us calling him sensitive when he just got time to hit you back.
Yeah, he's highly engaged. He's one of the most highly engaged superstars right now that we have, who spends time on social media, who cares about what people say to him, and he's taking the time to let people know that I'm not the punching bag. You're not going to come at me. I got more followers than you, and I will embarrass you. And sometimes you have to do that and step up to the plate.
I want to balance this conversation. I like Kevin Durant, I really do. But to sit here and everybody say he's not sensitive, and this is gonna sound like I'm cracking a joke, but it's just real. Man, he got Rick James tattooed on his body, and we sit here.
You reply back, and people say something crazy to you. They come off cuff and don't know what they're talking about. You reply and give them some knowledge sometimes, and sometimes you have to sit back and teach these people what they're talking about. As you do, you're more eloquent with your words. But KD just let them know, like this is not what it is, and you ain't gonna talk to me like that. And I'm that dude.
And half of them not speaking facts. Half of them don't know KD stats. They don't know if he won a championship or not. They probably think he another player. You know, I had players call me Stackhouse on Instagram. So half the people on Instagram don't even know who they talking to. They just want to get a compliment and try to be famous. That's all.
And why do you have to get to a place where you accomplish your goals? You're Kevin Durant. And now you have to be despondent to that. You have to be above that.
Right.
Like, woo, my grandma would play that. My grandma, like, if they say something, you say something, and we go from there.
I can't come up with it in the moment, but I'm not sure all of his responses were above the fray. All of them didn't convey that he was unbothered by the comments. Dude, when you got fake burner accounts.
Yeah.
You know, when you got a fake,
that's a whole other topic. Everybody, he ain't sensitive,
but he got a fake burner account.
I don't think the burner's for the sensitivity, though.
Ooh.
I don't think the burner is, well, not all for the sensitivity. I don't think the burner is for that. The burner is so I can exist in and not have to be held to.
I put my name on everything. I put my name on everything.
Yeah, you will, but I got on everything. He got big money associated with his name, so like you gotta. That's how you mitigate your risk.
We all have that desire to be anonymous sometimes, just to kind of flow through. You know what I'm saying?
The term I want to use, I'm gonna wait till the next question. I'm gonna wait till the next question because I got the term I want to use right now. I'm gonna wait till the next question.
I got burner email accounts for my shadiness.
We all want to get through it.
Today's shocking exchange between LeBron and Drake just signal a huge shift in black culture. We put on our thinking caps.
Forget about vacuuming for weeks. The new Roomba i7 Plus with clean base automatic dirt disposal empties the Roomba bin for you, so dirt is off your hands. If it's not from iRobot, it's not a Roomba.